Hi guys, it's Patricia and today I'm bringing to you my Non-Scentsy wax empties for the month, which includes candles, retail, and vendor wax. So let's get into it. I'm going to do this video a tiny bit different once I get to the wax. We'll see if you like it or not. But let's do candles first. I only have 3 candles, but you know, still good. I'm trying to work through my candles. I think I'm doing the best with progress on my candles. But this one you'll see there's no wick. This is from Yankee. It's a medium-sized jar. It's called Grilled Peaches and Vanilla. So this scent I really like. Actually, I have the notes. So let me read you the notes. Oh, it's so good. Caramelized brown sugar, golden honey, juicy grilled peaches, vanilla cream. There's no smoky smell to this. It just smells like a beautiful peach. Probably my most favorite peach I've ever smelled. I don't know what it is. I love it. This candle really struggled probably the last half. Like it would not pull out, it would not pull out, it would not pull out. So what I did was I melted the candle down and made tarts out of it. And I really enjoyed it that way. It was a good medium throw in my open layout. Just the perfect, not cat peach you've ever smelled. Anyway, since then, Amy here on YouTube has gifted me a candle warmer. So I was so shocked to get that in the mail. So thank you. I would have been able to use this on my candle warmer. But I made tarts of it and utilized it that way. So I did try to track down this scent. Not much luck. It's, I think probably, what year was this? This is 2019. So we don't have a lot of Yankees in my area anymore. So the next candle is just a 1 wick small jar. It's probably about a 4 to 5 ounce candle. It's called Almond and Santal. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It's from Life at Home, which is a grocery store here. I believe it's the Superstore brand. So my coworker gifted this to me as part of a Christmas gift. She knows I like almond scents. So this is more of a, you know, woodsy almond. The Santal, I believe, has like a cardamom, cedarwood, sandalwood component. I looked it up and I think that's what it is. This was light, just nice, a nice, thoughtful gift. It kind of left a lot of residue, you can see here. No big deal. And the wick was usually off center or a little bit, you know, impotent. But yeah, I made it through and I really appreciate that. So thank you so much to my coworker. And for the last candle I finished was a 3 wick Bath & Body Works warm vanilla sugar. And this one I really liked because I'm a vanilla girl. So this vanilla, I believe, is like a vanilla. There's like sugar, but there's also, I think, vanilla orchid. So it gives it a little bit of a fancy vanilla. A floral vanilla. Very pretty. This one burned like a champ. I had no soot. There's grunge along the side, but I don't care. Didn't have any issues with this. I would totally repurchase this again. Yeah, maybe it's a plain Jane boring scent for some people, but I really liked it. So that's warm vanilla sugar. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the retail wax. I have a lot of retail wax that I've purchased over the years that I'm trying to work through, but I'm not making great progress, but you know, one step at a time. So this is a really old scent called Coffee Cake Swirl. So Coffee Cake Swirl from Scentsationals. It was one that my daughter picked out. Yeah, you can definitely smell like a cinnamon component to this, which I'm shocked. She doesn't really like bakery and she doesn't really like tons of cinnamon. But she picked this out and it's a little bit yellow. It's like a bakery. It was a little bit not as exciting to me as I would have liked on warm. So I probably will not repurchase that, but it was about a medium in my open layout. The next one I warmed was also from Scentsationals, Morning Bliss. So this one has notes, I'll read them to you. Bergamot, tart grapefruit zest, lychee, peony, white musk, and pink jasmine. To me, this is very much a pink grapefruit scent, and it's fairly strong, like a medium to strong in my open layout. So I think I have one more of this left, and that will be good for a while, because I have Citrus Garden from Scentsy. To me, it's very similar to Citrus Garden. This one I really, really like, Powdered Donut Holes from Scentsationals. So Powdered Donut Holes kind of won me over. I still don't know what's so different about it. It must be the powdered sugar, but it smells different. And I can't even tell like if this is a chocolate donut or is it like a dark, like brown sugar donut. Whatever kind of donut it was, sign me up because I really like this. So I was actually to the point where I was going to go look for more and I said, no, don't do that. You're trying to be good. But if I do come across powdered donut holes, I probably will pick up another one. It was about a medium in my open layout. I really, really enjoyed that one. And last for retail, I finished up Scentsationals Happy Home. This was really nice. I really, really like this one. It's like a lemon. I don't know. It's almost like you're eating a lemon puff pastry dessert with a little bit of cream on top. Like a lemon curd puff pastry dessert. The lemon curd doesn't seem very strong once you add in those other components. It's just a nice balance, a gentle balance of all those things. And almost like a nice simplistic sugary smell. I don't know. And mild like in its nature, but it's about a medium throw in my home. So I really like that. Okay, so let's move on to vendor wax that I've finished up. Some of these are waxes that I've purchased and some have been gifted to me. So we'll start with Closet Full of Wax. I have 3 items. These were all gifted to me from Patrice, who is also known as New Brunswick or NB Wax Addict on Instagram. This is called Orange Creamsicle Cotton Candy. This I smelled mostly cotton candy and not so much orange creamsicle, and I kind of wished it was the other way around. In the warmer, this was fairly light and it didn't last very long, but I'm really glad that I got to try that because I'm really craving those orange type scents lately. Also from Closet Full of Wax is Sansa Storm. I believe it's supposed to be Sansa Storm. This is described as pink sands, vanilla lace, and strawberry shortcake. So this one, I kind of got a waxy strawberry. I think maybe it's the vanilla lace mixing with it. I don't know. I know what pink sand smells like. I didn't really get a lot of pink sands from this. This was very, very light as well. So at least I know that this would not be one that I'd repurchase if I was going to buy from Closet Full of Wax. So I really appreciate trying. Now this one did really, really well for me. I think it's called Vita Vegamin Girl. I don't know how to say that. So the scent notes on this one are tangerine gelato, fresh squeezed oranges, and whipped cream. This one I really liked. I am freaking craving creamy orange, dreamy, like tangerine creamsicle type scents lately. I love this. And this was, I think I left this going about 12 to 14 hours in my bedroom and it started to die down. It was about a medium, but as soon as you walked in the room, it was just room filling, a nice, almost like a cool feeling, a little bit of icy feeling. Really like that one. I'm very pleased with that one. I don't know if I'll purchase from Closet Full of Wax just because I'm not sure if it does the greatest in my home just from the 3 that I've tried, but at least I got to try them. So that was really helpful. Thank you, Patrice. From L3, I finished 3 items. Oh, and I'm missing one of them. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I finished 3 items from L3. Now, normally I just want to say I have great luck with L3. 2 of these I did not. So the first one that really did not perform well for me was Bad Wolf. I'll read you the notes. It says strawberries, green apples, and pear. Now this smelled pretty good in the warmer. It's actually dated January 2019. I actually purchased it December of 2018. By the time it got to me here in Canada, it was a month later. So this did not do well at all. It smelled okay in the clamshell, but just did not perform. It was almost like a dud. And it still smells good here now. Kind of reminds me of Scentsy Skinny Dipping a little bit, but Bad Wolf did really bad for me. The next one was about a light to medium performer. It's Lemon Eclair Plum Tart. So this one is basically like almost like a dark plum with the tiniest bit of bakery. It almost smells like a little bit of a burnt plum with lemon. This one was about a medium, but it wasn't one that I thought I was really going to like, but I actually didn't like it as much as I had hoped. So got a repurchase. And finally from L3, we have Farmer's Market Blue Raspberry Cotton Candy. So this one Farmer's Market has notes of peaches, strawberries, and apples. And then we have blue raspberry and cotton candy. I mostly got a blue raspberry cotton candy vibe from this, and it was very light as well, so not a repurchase. All right, I finished up 2 items from Rainbow Melts. The first one is from Patrice. She gifted me Blackout. So Blackout is strong black coffee and blackberry jam butter cookies. And you definitely got the blackberry jam butter cookies. I can't believe something can stand up to coffee as much as that did. So I put this in about 2 hours in the morning in my open layout. It was just a heart size sample. and I blew it out. It was in a tea light. I blew it out, went to work. When I came back from work, there was nothing going that day, I believe. I might have had a diffuser going. But when I came home, all I could smell was blackout. It was a very interesting combination. It intrigued me because it was different, and I think I kind of want more. So anyway, I might eventually show up on the customs list of rainbow melts, and when I do, maybe I will get blackout. We'll see. Thank you so much. I was very shocked that I liked that as much as I did. So from my friend Shannon, she gifted me, I think, a custom that she made called Christmas in July. So I'll read you the notes. It says fresh picked strawberry, plus coffee, plus sugar, cookie, plus vanilla bean Noel. And I remember thinking strawberry and coffee, I don't know about that because I'm not even huge into strawberry. But there was something about this scent that I really enjoyed, and it was, again, intriguing. And I had this going in one tea light, and then the opposite side of my open layout, I had the blackout, and something about those two in combination. Now, I will say that this did not seem to throw very well, but when you're in the vicinity of it, it smelled really, really nice. So I kind of want more of this, but maybe because it didn't perform as strong, I don't know if I would. But yeah, Christmas in July. That was very interesting, Shannon, and it worked out for me. So from Rosegirls, I finished up this was like a sampler size portion of carbs. Came in one of her samplers that she sometimes does that, like bestseller or carbs or things like this. This is donut, cookies, and bread. And in my TV room, I put this in a tea light. It was very strong there, almost too strong. And then I put the rest in my open layout. It wasn't very much that I used in my open layout. It was a good medium still with that small amount that I had left over. So I did that all in tea lights, and it did very, very well. I don't think I would repurchase it on its own, but maybe as a nice blender, it would be great. Alrighty, so from VCS, I finished my loaf that I had kicking around from June 2018. So this one is described as Lancelot and Guinevere and Princess Grace's Juliet cap. So I think Lancelot and Guinevere is vanilla lace type, and Princess Grace's Juliet cap is green, pears, red apples, peaches, berries, and ripe melon. So this one, it's funny, this is a great performing wax. Like it was very long lasting and about a medium in my open layout. And at first when I warmed it, I don't know if I appreciated it enough. And by the time it was gone, I was like, I definitely would purchase more. I don't know how often she pours something like this, but that was really, really good. I enjoyed every moment of it once I kind of learn to savor it. And I'm surprised because I had this going in the 24-watt hot plates down in my open layout, and it was probably a good maybe 16 to 20 hours ago with this easy, like off and on. So I was very pleased with that. All right, so the last few scents are from Canada. So if Canada only scents don't interest you, you can click out, but if so, thanks for spending some time with me. So from Canada, I finished up maybe 5 items from Make Sense Candles shop in New Brunswick. The first one is Snickerdoodle Latte. So this one has notes of sugary vanilla, nutmeg, and cinnamon blended with rich buttery hazelnuts. So this is very caramel heavy. It doesn't really say a lot about caramel, but man, this is caramel heavy to me. Like it smells really caramelly. I don't know. I didn't like this one. It was too much. And when I went into where my empties are kept in a little closet, this is what I could smell even after it was gone. The next one I finished up would definitely be a repurchase for me, called Circus Concession. This is notes of cotton candy, caramel apples, and funnel cake. Now I actually rebagged this because she bags them, or she used to, in a polypropylene bag that is just tied with a string. So I put it in I kept it in that bag, but retied it. And I think I had 2 different ones I merged all in one bag. This was an outstanding performing wax. It did very, very well. A medium to medium strong in my open layout. I could smell that like nice caramel apple. You could smell the cotton candy a little bit with the funnel cake. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Definite repurchase. Let's leave that one to the end and not in a good way. Okay. So this one did not perform well at all. Rainbow Sherbet. It smelled very strong in the clamshell, but did not perform. The notes on this are lime, pineapple, orange, raspberry, and creamy vanilla. Sorry, it's loud in the background. Someone's watching a video downstairs. Anyway, this one was a dud. I could barely smell it. Smells good in here. It smells nice. Just didn't throw in my house. So not a repurchase. The next one is an Innocent Shot Cup. in Cinnaberry apples. Now it's really hard to see, but it's blueberries, cinnamon, and apples. This did very well. Kind of reminded me for some reason of, it might have been because it was a blue wax. It's like a more fruity version of Homestead Holiday. Like if you took Homestead Holiday and added some, you know, apples and blueberries, that's kind of what this reminded me of. And it performed very well. Not super strong, but strong enough, and it lasted a fairly good amount of time. And her wax is very similar in consistency to Scentsy. So once you let it cool in the warmer, you can scoop it out just with your finger, like when it gets to that indentable stage. And this scent here is called Grilled Pineapple. I remember I picked this one up because it was marked half price. Sometimes she would have half price sales, and her shop is closed right now, I believe, just from everything that's going on with COVID. She's a nurse. But this is described as sweet, juicy pineapple, charred enough to caramelize the sugars. Well, this doesn't smell like pineapple to me. It smells like maple syrup. It smells like maple syrup and popcorn, or maple syrup and like pancake batter. And it almost has like a urine smell. So definite not a repurchase. And guess what? This was a really great performer. It was strong and long lasting. So yeah, I got through it, but my family didn't complain, so maybe it was just my nose. So Grilled Pineapple is not a repurchase for me. So anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching. The reason I did it this way, I'm going to try it, is because I always have really screwed up hands, so I don't want to do a hands-only video. And sometimes when I'm watching videos that are face-to-face, it's really hard to see the details of the things from vendor wax. So I thought, let's try it this way, and hopefully it worked out. So anyway, hope you liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video.